Fears to Fathom is an episodic psychological horror anthology series developed by Rail. Each standalone episode presents a terrifying survival story based on true events submitted by the players who survived. Let's start. On April 30th, Marcus and Tessa were preparing to leave behind the life they had built together. Marcus had received a job offer in another state and Tessa was ready to move with him. Since they did not own much furniture, their move was simple, but it still required a long way drive with a trailer attached to the car. The day began normally. Marcus washed the car while Tessa spoke with him, and after a little conversation, they started loading all the boxes and packages into the car. During the packing, Nate came by and chatted with Marcus for a while before they finished getting everything ready. Once the trailer was hooked to the car, Marcus and Tessa finally got on the road. As they drove, the couple talked about their new life and the place they were heading to. But the journey did not stay peaceful for long. At around 8:08 p.m., they passed Iron Bark State Park and suddenly a tree fell across the road. Marcus and Tessa got out, removed the tree and continued driving. Soon after, the car began struggling on a steep hill, but they kept pushing forward. By 8:52 p.m., the vehicle was having serious issues, so they stopped at a gas station. The place looked completely empty. Behind the station, they found a mechanic named Harry, who explained that he had been doing scrap work out back. After inspecting the car, Harry discovered the problem was a coolant leak which could be seen puddling under the vehicle. Before he could do much more, his boss Buck came out and called him away. Buck was aggressive and clearly in a bad mood. After talking with Buck, Harry returned and said he could not fully repair the car because he did not have the necessary parts. Instead, he suggested that Marcus and Tessa could stay at the house of Bill, an old mechanic friend of Buck's. Marcus pointed out that the car might not even make it there, but Buck refused to help any further. Harry managed to do a small patch job so the car could at least reach Bill's house. After that, Marcus and Tessa continued their journey. When they arrived at the house, an old woman named Charlotte opened the door. At first, she seemed confused, but after hearing that the couple had been sent by Buck, she called for Bill. Bill came out and immediately recognized the situation. Marcus asked if he could inspect the car, but Bill refused, saying he had already knew it had a coolant leak. Bill said that he could fix the car in the morning. Tessa asked what they were supposed to do until morning. Bill coldly replied that they could sleep in the car. Charlotte, however, suggested another option. She told them they could stay at Miss Julia, an old woman living further up the hill. Marcus explained that the car could barely move, but Bill still insisted that they can take the small trail behind the house. Bill warned them not to step off the trail no matter what happened because they would not like what they might find. Charlotte tried to calm things down and told them to just follow the path. Before they left, Bill handed them a flashlight and told them to go. Marcus and Tessa grabbed their suitcases and walked into the dark trail. Along the way, Tessa admitted that everyone they had met so far felt strange. Marcus tried to ignore it, but Tessa remained uneasy. Still, they had no other choice but to keep moving. At 9:58, they finally reached Miss Julia's house. An old woman opened the door and said Charlotte had told her they were coming. Miss Julia welcomed them inside, offered them food, and introduced herself properly. After some small talk, Marcus asked where the restroom was and went to use. After that, Miss Julia showed the couple around the house and took them into their room. She told them there were no keys for the door because it could only be locked and unlocked from the inside. Marcus and Tessa locked the door. Later, Tessa went to shower and noticed there was no towel. Marcus called Miss Julia. She told him that if they need anything, they could get it from the basement of the temple. Marcus went down to the basement to get towel, but while he was there, he heard a strange sound and suddenly got locked inside. He texted Tessa for help. While Tessa was in the bathtub, someone knocked on the door. She looked through the peephole and saw a man standing outside. While she asked who he was, he said his name was Henry and claimed to be a housekeeper. At the same time, Marcus found a tunnel that led him to the restroom area where he met another man. That man questioned what Marcus was doing there, and Marcus explained that he had gotten stuck in the church basement. After that, Marcus managed to return to the room. Tessa then told Marcus that someone had been knocking at the door. A little later, she went to get water while Marcus took a hot bath. During this time, Tessa ran into Miss Julia, who strangely asked why Marcus had gone into the basement. Tessa pretended not to know what she meant. Tessa returned. She told Marcus that Miss Julia already knew he had been downstairs. Marcus finally explained everything, but Tessa was upset that he had not told her sooner. He said that he did not want to make her worry. After a small argument, both of them went to bed. At around 3:33 a.m., Tessa woke up because her throat felt dry. When she went to get water, she noticed a group of people standing outside the window. As she returned, she saw Miss Julia talking to someone and asking how that person had managed to run away. While at the same time Marcus woke up to strange noises, he hid under the bed as Tessa came back. Realizing something was seriously wrong, both of them ran for their lives and fled into the basement of the house. There they hid inside coffins until the danger passed. Once the threat was gone, Marcus and Tessa escaped into the woods. While hiding near Bill's house, they overheard Bill speaking to another man about them. Bill mentioned that the couple had ran into the woods and the other boys replied, "Of course they did." Then the unknown man added that they would not get far. Terrified, Marcus and Tessa moved away and got into the trailer. In that moment, they confessed that they loved each other deeply. Just as Buck and Bill went back inside, Marcus and Tessa rushed to the car and drove as fast as they could. They almost reached the main road, but the car broke down one last time. With no other option left, they called the police and waited by the roadside. As the police arrived, Marcus wanted to confront the people who had terrorized them, but leaving was clearly the safer choice. In the end, Marcus and Tessa survived the nightmare and escaped from Scratch Creek. So this was the complete story of Fears to Fathom Scratch Creek. If you liked the video, try subscribing the channel. Thanks for watching.